The success of relationship obviously does not depend only on one person. What you need to do to have a beautiful marriage, begin while you're still single. When God dictated his law to Moses, it was not to impose an unnecessary burden. What God wanted, and still wants today, is to give us guidelines to be happy and completely fulfilled. Look what it says in Deuteronomy 6:24. And the Lord commanded us to observe all these statutes, to fear the Lord our God for our good always, that he might preserve us alive as it is this day. But these rules are impossible to follow perfectly, which is why Jesus perfectly fulfilled the law in our place, and his death allows us to access salvation by grace. Let's read Galatians 5:14. It says, "For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, you shall love your neighbor as yourself." Now, obviously, if we love our neighbor, we won't kill them or steal from them, etc. All the law is that indeed summarized in this verse. Jesus did not abolish the 10 Commandments. He simplified them into only 2. To love God with all our being and to love our neighbor. The key to success in all relationship, including romantic relationship, is to love God above all and to love each other. Matthew adds something important in Matthew 22. It says, "And he said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And the second is like it, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these 2 commandments depend all the law and the prophets." It says in this verse, love each other like yourself. For some people, it means they won't require their neighbor to do more than they do themselves. If you believe you're a princess, that's fine. But know that your spouse is not a servant, a driver, or an ATM. Rather, he is a prince and a future king. This attitude of respect towards your partner begins long before entering your relationship. It should be reflected in your relationships also with your colleague, your family, friends, and even strangers. But for others, the verse of Matthew 22:39 forces them in another direction. Some people like to take care of others, to serve them, praise them, and make them happy. They're ready to give hours and hours to help others, so much that they forget about themselves. If you don't take care of you, you can't take time to treat yourself, to develop your creativity, or invest in your health. So you won't be able to take care of others for long. You have to love yourself as much as you love others. When you are in a relationship, if your servant's attitude is too developed, it will be easy to always find something to do to make your home more cozy, to please everyone in your family. However, you should also plan time for yourself. Otherwise, you will lose yourself, and it's not what Jesus wants. He died so that you may have life, so live it. He loves you with unconditional love, so then love yourself the same way. And this starts while you're single. Are you scheduling an evening a week to pamper yourself, to play, to indulge your creativity? By doing so, you'll be more balanced. You will be someone that has a constant energy. Follow Jesus' advice. Love God with every fiber of your being. Love your neighbor, but don't forget to love yourself.